No West Connects! No West Connects! No West Connects! I want my chair back! No West Connects! 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 No West Connects!
After the Begg government was elected in 2015, it embarked on some of the most ambitious infrastructure projects New South Wales had ever seen. West Connects and the CBD and South Eastern Light Rail are two of the most expensive infrastructure projects in Australia. But both have generated enormous community action campaigns from people that fear that Sydney is becoming overdeveloped and more unlivable. In this segment, Feely goes behind the scenes of those campaigns to better understand the part fear plays in motivating those to continue the fight.
What scares me most about West Connects being finished is that we've just created more and more room for cars. This area will become a parking lot. You know, we're going to have an increasing population in the inner west, and it's just going to be a parking lot full of pollution and cars and trucks.
There are two community action groups dedicated to preventing the completion of West Connects. Supporters include Lord Mayor Clover Moore and media shock jock Alan Jones. Members of both groups fear that West Connects will make Sydney less livable. They fear that a project of this magnitude has the potential to change the complexion of Sydney, creating a Los Angeles or Shanghai-style road network at great expense to the taxpayer. The groups also fear that proper process has not been followed in the acquisition and demolition of over 400 properties left in the wake of West Connects.
The opportunity cost scares me as well. You know, this money's being pushed in a particular direction without really proper alternatives having been investigated. So again, you know, it becomes a way that decisions are made by a few individuals, and that's really scary.
Across town, and the New South Wales Government has started constructing the CBD and South East Light Rail, a 12-kilometre route designed to ease public transport congestion. The project has forced Sydney to accommodate the partial closure of George Street in the CBD and has led to the removal of about 380 trees caught between the tracks of the light rail.
So the light rail will kill people. There was a secret safety report on the light rail that was leaked to the press 2 or 3 years ago, and basically they know how many people on average will die from the light rail each year. So I guess that's the scariest thing.
Activists like John Bellamy fear that the light rail will destroy the natural environment and are motivated by a determination to conserve the trees felled to construct the light rail.
The fact that in the 21st century, where our own government has said we're committed to planting 1 million trees by 2020 or whatever it is, in a city that's becoming more and more unlivable, our City Sydney Council, Clover Moore, the Greens, Green councillors are voting with the Liberal Party to kill our urban heritage listed sacred trees, some of which are 150 years old, planted by the Lord Mayor of Sydney, Charles Moore, who is also the director of the Royal Botanic Gardens. It's crazy.